I don't think you are going to be happy with me, but let me start. Somalis deny Africanity. They do not want to be identified as African. They want to be Arabs. And the Arabs are pushing them. There's a dilemma here. You see, there's identity crisis here now. I don't have identity crisis. I'm an African, and there are so many Africans in Africa. I don't have identity crisis. You can call me whatever you want. But I have identity. You do not have identity now because the Arabs have refused you. They are telling you, Ya Abid. And you're better off to accept me as your brother rather than going to an Arab. So, we called Somalis, in that article, Africanity by accident of geography. This group consists of those who happen to be in Africa without their wish to be there. Individuals who found themselves living in the continent by virtue of circumstances beyond their control. In other words, circumstantial Africans. Members of this group are not pleased to be identified with negritude or blackness, be it by value, ideology, culture, ethnicity, or any other quality except by the accident of being in Africa, of existing on the continent. So, the only time that a Somali nomad or a pastoralist, and I have nothing against nomads, the only time he or she will accept to be an African, or she or he may instantly turn around from Arab to Africa, is if she or he encounters discrimination of identity, denial from that group. And I have seen this in Egypt. I have seen it in Saudi Arabia, and I have seen it in Canada. I'm a Canadian by, naturalization. You see? So in Canada, they come to complain. I was teaching at York University in Canada.
Hi guys. On today's topic, we are going to be talking about Somali being rejected by Africans. I don't know if it is true. Allegedly, that is what I heard, that Somali being rejected by Africa. I don't know if it is true. This is what I hear, and I'm bringing the video so that we all will see and watch the video together. So that after we watch the video, we are going to come and talk about the video. Kudos goes to the original copy of this video. Any clips used on this episode. If you find this video interesting, please do well and like and subscribe so that when I'm dropping any episode, you'll be notified. Let's watch the video together.
Somali is a unique nation. There are Somalis who are Kenyans. There are Somalis who are Ethiopians. There are Somalis who are from Djibouti. And this is by dint of a colonial legacy which we chose to live with, the Berlin Conference of 1884. In 1963, there was an argument that boundaries should be redrawn. And it was in Cairo in 1964 that the leaders said that there would be so much trouble and disturbance if we tried to interfere with these boundaries. That is how the doctrine of inviolability of inherited boundaries came about. And it was very well articulated by the leaders of the day, including greats such as Kwame Nkrumah, Gamal Abdel Nasser, and Julius Kambarage Nyerere. The understanding, of course, was that we would be moving towards integration and that those boundaries would only be useful for purposes of administration, not as places where we would station our armed young men and women to kill each other. So going forward, I think that matters of security in East Africa should be the domain of the East African countries. And if there is any dispute, they should be addressed as such. And you will remember that even in Somalia, we have had Kenyan forces doing a reasonably good job. We have had Burundians, we have had Ugandans, which sends the message that we are capable of putting boots on the ground for the sake of our brothers and sisters. And the sooner we do that effectively, the more we will be respected. It should not take the United States of America and their taxpayers' money to create security in this region.
In this country, we do not blame the lawlessness of an individual on a whole community. What we also know is that there is not a single evidence that the president or his coolies have put forth that there are any single resource from taxpayers in Minnesota that has gone to aid and abate terrorism. That language is dangerous. That language puts the lives of Somalis not only in Minnesota, but across the country in danger. And if the president believed that and he had evidence, he would take people to court. So we are sick and tired of the president waking up one day and deciding to put forth falsehoods and demonize whole communities, while the ignorant people that support him then take the lies that he's spreading and use it as a fact. We've seen it during the campaign where he said Asians were eating cats and dogs. We've seen his vice president repeat those lies. We've seen the media run it as a headline as if it was a fact. That is shameful. That is shameful. That is ignorant. It makes us look like a stupid nation that does not believe in truth but traffics in lies. It makes the world mock us, and we are better than that. We are better than that as Americans.
Somalia has been excluded from Kenya's new visa-free travel policy, and many people are outraged, while citizens from most African and Caribbean nations can now enter Kenya without a visa. Somalis have been specifically left out. Both countries are members of the East African community, which makes this decision even more controversial. Kenyans online argue that the exclusion is based on security concerns, but many Somalis view it as discrimination. One netizen commented, "If we are building a visa-free Africa, it must include all Africans." The Somali government states that this issue goes beyond just visas. It pertains to respect, dignity, and whether Somalia is being treated as an equal partner in the region. Should Kenya reconsider this?
Starting tomorrow, ICE will be present at all major airports in America. So if you are traveling, just know that that is going to be a possibility for you to interact with ICE. Trump put up a post on Truth Social last week at the end of the week saying that Tom Homan is now in charge. I'm not sure in charge of what in regards to the TSA and how that functions as his position.
Are ICE agents going to move into American airports starting tomorrow, Monday?
Yes.
Are ICE agents even remotely trained to handle security at airports?
ICE agents receive a high level of training.
So what you're saying is when you move ICE into airports, they're going to be just around the exits and the exteriors. They're not going to be helping people get through the lines and screening people's bags.
Discussions are going on now. I'm not expert at TSA, so that's why I'm talking to the TSA administrator and the ICE director, find out where we can fit in.
With respect, if you're doing this in 24 hours, how well thought out could it possibly be?
Again, ICE has been at airports across the country for a long time. It's just expanding those things. Look, how much of a plan does it mean to guard an exit to make sure no one comes through that exit? I mean, we're talking about security options, and these officers are well-trained in security, and they're well-trained in identification, and we're going to do what we can to help TSA move those people to the line.
ICE agents aren't trained to work with identifying people for travel, the TSA systems, the identification. There's numerous questions that are looming, like will they be wearing masks at the airport? Will they be harassing people who they don't think look American? Are they checking IDs and the DHS system to see people's citizenship status? Are they going to be quarantining people who just look brown, who are black, who are Arab, who are Latino looking? Well, is there an inherent fear of people getting killed? Remember, this is the same Gestapo force that killed 2 white people in Minnesota. So the peoples in the agency that are responsible for harassing Americans and making Americans feel unsafe are going to be the ones to go to the airports to kind of relieve the bottleneck of the TSA not working because of the government shutdown that is due to this president not fighting to get what needs to be gotten for the American government to function. See how this is all working, and they're doing all this, and while they're doing it, they're blaming the Democrats. The Democrats are not to blame for what's happening. The Democrats are not to blame for you going after people like they're criminals, and Democrats are definitely not to blame for you sending ICE, the one force people do not trust in this country more than anything else. You're sending ICE to the airports to quote unquote help TSA relieve their jobs. I, as a man, as a black man who is a citizen, whose family's from here, who is American, I did not feel safe going to the airport and interacting with any ICE agent. So just know that's a possibility for you. The airports are all on the brink of chaos right now. Lines are wrapped around the corner. At LaGuardia today, there was a 3-hour wait for TSA, and LaGuardia is a small airport. I couldn't imagine what.
Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My own opinion here: how can Somalia, saying they are not Africans, saying they are not African, they are from Arab. Now, Arab has rejected them. Arab is pushing them. The other man was saying that some of the Samarian, they are from Kenya, some are from Ethiopia. Yeah, I don't know how all these stories come as a reality. I don't know. But this is what I heard, and this is what I see on this episode today. So, guys, I don't know what is your own opinion on this Somali being rejected by the African, even Arab. The people they hope they are with are now rejecting them. I don't know, but they have to face the reality, because when you're supposed to be an African and be a bold as an African, and you said you are not, that you want to be an Arab, that is what you see, and you will take it. Like being an African person, is it any different from being African or being Arab or being American? You know, some people, they can be saying because African is not good, that's why they want to associate themselves with the other country. Now, see what is happening to them. Anywhere they go, they have been rejected. Even Kenya, where they're supposed to be, Kenya even removed them from their visa free. That is what they got. But anyway, I am not the one who said it. It's allegedly what I heard. So guys, I don't know your own opinion on this matter. But at least, if you have something to tell us, respectfully drop it on the comment section. We are not here to insult anyone. We are not here to disrespect anyone or respect any tribe. But we are here to say the truth and to say what we say. So if you have anything to say, put it on the comment section so that we all can read it and see. That is my own opinion. It's good to have where you belong. It's good to be, if you belong in Africa, be proud of Africa. Africa is good. We are not animals. We are good. Africa, we are strong people. We do things together. Africa love themselves. Africa know how to struggle for money on their own. So I don't know why you can say you are not Africa, why you know you are a full Africa. So Somalia, I don't know what to say. We are not doing this video for you to be saying it that we are disrespectful, but we are doing this video to make people to see what is happening in the world. So if you enjoyed this video, do well, like, share, and comment. See you guys on my next video. Bye.